Hi, everyone. Welcome to week one of the semester. So each week, what I'll do is I will set up a intro video that kind of walks you through what's to do this week, provides you with some resources, kind of point you in the right direction. So this first intro video for week one is going to be a little bit longer because I want to do a quick Canvas sort of overview with you so you've got an idea of exactly what to expect. Okay, so when you log into Canvas, the first thing you'll see is this homepage, and this will just kind of give you an overview of how to navigate the different areas. But really, the most important place that I will point students to is under modules. So essentially, this is how the whole semester is going to lay out. And you'll see the start here section is going to be sort of just UNT resources. This is going to be for folks that have never used Canvas before, never taken an online course, never taken an asynchronous course. So just to clarify, um, this course will be 100% asynchronous, meaning you'll work through the semester on your own. There's no actual class meetings. Um, and all of the content for the course will be housed in this Canvas shell and specifically under modules. And so that's an important thing to understand. Of course, I will make myself available for office hours, regular office hours, and those will be video Zoom office hours. So there will be a chance for us to have a conversation if we need to have one. But by and large, it will be asynchronous. The other important thing to think about that I wanna make sure you know is sort of the flow of each week. Um, so this each week will have a module assigned to it. So it's pretty self-explanatory in terms of like, what do I do in week one? What do I do in week two? It should be all laid out for you. Now, um, this first week is sort of a double week because there's some orientation content that I am asking you to get through. So really, what I'm wanting you to do is to start with this welcome start here module and just um, kind of walk through the different sections in the start module. This will give you an idea of sort of um, how Canvas is going to work. And then in week one, obviously, here are all of the activities that you are asked to do, read, or watch. And you'll notice that every activity has a label. So obviously the readings are labeled read, the videos are labeled watch, and the do is by and large what you'll need to do for homework. Important point, everything in this class will be due the Sunday um, prior to the following week. So let's say week one starts on Monday. The Sunday before week two, everything will be due at 11:59. Okay. So just to make sure that there's no confusion, all the due dates are going to be exactly the same, the end of the week on Sunday. Now, each week, what I want you to do is to always start with the overview. The overview is going to be the best place to make sure that you're hitting everything that you need to hit. And in particular, it's a good place to show you what readings are required because sometimes the readings will include actual textbook readings, as we can see here. And sometimes they'll include a third-party resource, like a PDF, for example. So that's important to do, is to make sure you start with the overview, make sure you're hitting all the readings and making sure that you're seeing all the readings. So let me just take you back here. You'll notice what you'll see in these things marked read are additional readings to the actual course content readings. Okay, so I realize that there's sort of things in two places, but just to clarify on the front end, you've got like content readings from the textbook, And then you'll also have supplemental readings here in the overview. So, for example, this first week you'll be asked to read one of our former instructors learning to teach history, right? So there are some additional supplemental readings that will supplement the content of the course. So, of course, start with this week one overview. Um, excuse me. You'll also notice that there are videos. So these videos, again, are going to be supplemental. If we go into this overview again, you'll see an overview of what videos you'll need to watch this week. Okay. And then the actual activities are also described in this overview as well. Usually I'll also include the video that I'm recording right now every week, that will walk you through basically this overview page as well. So for week one, you're asked to read a bunch. You're asked to, I'm sorry, here it is. You're asked to read a bunch. You're asked to watch a bunch of videos. And what you'll actually have to turn in is the technical writing experience activity and the correspondence case activity. Okay, so two things you'll be turning in. And a couple things too is I tried to order these in a way that makes sort of logical sense. So there's certain things like we want you to read this this correspondence case description before actually doing the correspondence case activity. So part of what we'll do in this course, just to also provide more context and clarity, is we will sort of, y'all as students of the course will be introduced to, you know, basic principles, concepts, ideas of pedagogy and good pedagogy in technical communication. And then you'll also be asked to actually complete some of the projects and assignments that your students will end up having to complete. We think it's important for you to understand from their perspective sort of what we're asking them to do. So we ask you to do it as well. So the first example of this is the correspondence case. And the correspondence case is just a it's just a scenario-based writing prompt, essentially. So you're given a prompt and you're asked to respond to that prompt. And so that will be made available to you. It is a 20-minute, 22-minute timed quiz. And that will be available to you when the you know, each week any assignment will be made available to you each week that it's due. Okay. So I'm not going to walk you through all 8 modules, but they all work very similarly, right? We want to start with the overview, and then we want to just make sure we're hitting all of the different activities, videos, and readings throughout the week. Okay. The last thing I'll say is, you know, this is self-paced, right? So everything's due Sunday, 11:59. That doesn't mean you probably should wait until Sunday to try to get through all of the content. So typically, I suggest sort of pacing out your work throughout the week, starting with your readings and your videos early in the week, and then moving on to your activities midweek, so that they're completed by Sunday at 11:59. So just wanted to give you a quick overview. Hopefully it doesn't overwhelm you. This is in video format. So again, you'll have this. Please feel free to rewatch it if you have any questions. And of course, please feel free to reach out via email and or office hours if you've got any questions. So that's our first week one intro. Super excited for week one and super excited to work with you all. Thanks.